Perennials are plants that can live for many years in your garden. Most of them will die back in the winter and then regrow from the roots again in the spring. The most important thing you need to remember is you need to choose the right site for the right plant. You need to determine first if the perennial that you're going to plant is going to grow in sun or shade, full sun, part shade, full shade. Once you make those decisions, you need to think about whether or not your soil is wet or really dry. After you determine that, you can then begin to choose a perennial that's going to grow at the site that you want it. You also need to take into consideration the size of the plant that you need for the area. Some perennials grow very slowly and stay more compact, while others grow very quickly and can be quite aggressive and very vigorous. The most common mistake that people make when choosing perennials is they think they're going to have color all summer long. Perennials don't do that on their own. You need to combine early blooming, mid blooming, and late perennials in order to get full season color. There's a couple perennials that are considered ever bloomers. This means they're going to bloom for about 8 weeks in your garden. Some of those are your yarrow, which is down here, geraniums, catmint, salvias, verbena, and some coneflowers. These are a good idea to have in your garden just as a standby. The other things you want to do then are kind of plan your perennials with early bloomers like irises, poppies, phlox, planted around mid bloomers like your daisies, bellflowers, lilies. That way, when your early blooming perennials foliage starts to die back, you'll have the new growth of your summer blooming perennials to take over where they left off. It's always a good idea to have some late bloomers to carry you into fall. These are mums, asters, and sedums. Perennials are also designed to kind of serve a purpose. Some perennials make great borders. Things like lamb's ear, coral bells, and hostas are great to go in the front of beds as an edging. Other perennials like ajuga make a great ground cover for shade, and sedums make a really good ground cover for the sun. Once your perennials die back and stop blooming, sometimes they look a little bit leggy and can kind of get scraggly. A good idea when your perennials are done blooming to cut them back. This will promote new growth and hopefully encourage a second bloom later on in the season. After your perennials die back in the fall after your frost, it's a good idea to cut them the whole way back to the ground. This will keep your garden looking a lot neater, and it'll prevent the incidence of disease spreading and growing with your perennials when they rebloom again in the spring. I'm Christine at Miller Plant Farm. Thanks for joining me for this week's garden tip.